welcome back. Your determined efforts have seen 3 of the upheaval's great heroes laid to rest. I have asked you here today because I think it is past time I tell you about the 4th. He was called Xenon Griffgoat.
Griffgoat? Isn't he the one who made it possible for revenants to survive in the sunlight?
Indeed it was. Long ago, the scalding sun condemned revenants to carry out their lives in the shadows. It was Xenon's research that freed our kind from the darkness, abolished our fear of the sun's sway, laying the foundation of our society. But his curiosity, alas, was insatiable. What began as attempts to improve unlife for our kind became dangerous. He dwelled in forbidden research. They were crimes of indeterminable degree, and he was sentenced to insula carcere for 10,000 years. Yet still, he was brilliant beyond all brilliance. When the upheaval struck a century ago, Xenon devoted his mind and might to sealing away the resurgence. Insula Carcere, where Xenon lies dormant, is protected by a forma that has rendered the island impregnable. Thus I shall accompany you, for I have harnessed the power to nullify it. Let us fulfill our calling together. I have arranged for a ferry moored near the sunken city substation to take us to Insula Carcere. I bestow this power to you. You have shown yourself capable enough to wield it. My powers will now reside within you. May they prove fruitful as you forge the future for us all. I see you've assimilated a blood code. Here you are. It gives me great pleasure to avail you. There, the barrier is no more. Now come, let us proceed. Your time has come, Xenon. Prepare, for the time of your fate is at hand. This penal island is home to the most heinous criminals known to Revenant society. Any hostile revenants here are not to be trifled with. Stay on your guard. It is open now. Danger lurks here. We should proceed with caution.
Xenon Griffgoat, You are hereby sentenced to serve 11,059 years on Insula Carcere.
And I graciously accept. Surely I warrant more than 10 millennia, but I fancy the prime number. That aside, I have a question for the court. Why is increasing the Revenant population seen as a vice? By reanimating cadavers from death row, I produce 1,000 new test subjects. Now, I did act of my own conqueror, yes. But these troops were on my leash, wholly incapable of acting against our society. Imagine my disillusionment when blind panic drove you to apprehend me and execute them! Truly, the overreaction of cow minds. Does the thought of a world abound with reverence honestly inspire such fear?
The convicted shall abstain from further comment. This court is adjourned.
Farewell, your graces! Engrave my inquiry into your callow minds, for doubt is ever the mother of progress. Sorry to saddle you with sending me here, my friend. But don't worry. These walls can't keep me from my mission. The cursed fate of our kind robbed me of my wife. That day, I vowed to devote the rest of my days atoning for my failure. Thus, I will begin my research anew. Mark my words, by your next visit, this tawdry cell will be fit for proper experimentation. Until we meet again, Idris. A worldwide outbreak of unexplained mutations, just as I predicted. The resurgence, it's called, yes? And you say you intend to seal it away? Don't be a fool, Idris. This is a problem to overcome, not an inconvenience to brush under the rug. This shockwave, it can't be! The seal gave out? Idris, even you couldn't hold it? I've no choice. In theory, it should work. And if all goes to plan, I'll be able to subdue the resurgence outright. This is my chance to prove it. A binding forma I can't break? Who? The devil! Of course, I should have guessed. Tell me, why does change frighten you so? So be it. Oppose me if you dare. I am Xenon Griffgoat, Harbinger of the Future!
This resting spot appears safe enough. No choice now but to fight back. Watch out! This looks to be an authorization card. In fact, it looks to be one specially issued by Zenon himself. He granted them only to those he deemed worthy. The exceptionally gifted, his closest confidants upon this island. I'm certain it will prove valuable in due time, and not necessarily our present one alone. We must keep moving.
Incredible. It's so calm. I've never seen pathos so stable.
Few were equal to the task of understanding Zenon, and even fewer still of matching him. He was a man of unique conviction and of great resolve. Most of all, he truly believed in the potential of his kith and kin. In that lone regard, even I must admit respect for him. You must now journey to the Insula Carcere of the past. But be wary of him. Zenon is an incredible man, and was known to be very persuasive. He may try to convince you to see things his way. Only remember this. Zenon belongs to a bygone era. Our duty is to the present one. No matter how compelling his arguments or how clever his rhetoric, I implore you to stay true to your mission. It is with pleasure that I shall await your return here. Good luck, and be careful.
I will rise to the occasion.
It is with pleasure that I shall await your return here. Good luck, and be careful.
Here we are, Insula Carcere in the past. Zenon's cell should be located just over there. Let's go.
My family got treatment at Camillo's sanatorium. You got a minute? I need to ask a favor of you. I want to go investigate Insula Carcere. Can you tag along? I caught wind of a rumor that the engraved weapons may have been secretly forged there. If it's true, all the pieces begin to fall into place. There's no rush. Let me know when you're ready to go. Thanks for tagging along. Come on. Bingo. I had a feeling we'd find it here. Let's...
It is our duty as revenants to watch over and guide humans. But the salvation of humanity will require more than a small, privileged group brandishing power. After the tragedy at the Academy, I became a spy for Voda House. I forged a secret pact with Xenon Griffboot to mass-produce weapons of my own design. To save more humans, it was imperative that even our weakest revenants be capable of defeating horrors. But when my ties with Xenon were exposed, I was branded a criminal and forced to do Voda House's bidding. My final mission is an assault on Magmel Island as a warning to Valentin, whose dangerous research must be prevented. I leave these weapons to the future, in the hope that they will one day save more human lives.
In the end, it was your question that led to the breakthrough. Back in our academy days, France asked me something once. Asked if I'd considered the feelings of those dependent on others for protection. I became a revenant to ensure my family's safety. I thought I had. But over and over they'd tell me. They said how they hated putting that danger all on me. Of course I didn't mind. In fact, I was happy, just knowing they cared for me. But in hindsight, they probably felt helpless. All they could do was wait. France wanted to empower people who had the will to fend for themselves. Unfortunately, he lacked the means to do so. This weapon, this is the product of that desire. I owe you one, France. Another one. You showed me a perspective my hubris made me blind to. I won't let your dream go to waste. That's a promise, old friend. An oath. Now then, let's get going. There's still people in need, and it's on us to keep them out of harm's way. To be the shield they need.